The Iowa State Fair. Come on out, check us out. Hey, you want to be sure to check us out here. Coming soon, airtime. We got airtime coming up. Another channel we're gonna do right here on YouTube. It's airtime on Google.com.
I've been doing it for years. I say sit on down, open your eyes and open up your ears. Say put up a tree in your butt, put up a bumblebee in your butt, put a colock in your butt, put a big rock in your butt. Say put some fleas in your butt. Say stop this.
Hey, this is Rob Kelley. Good morning right here on the zoo. You want to be sure to check out another channel. It's going to be live kicking airtime. We're going to have another channel going here. Alright, good morning on the zoo, Rob Kelley. And once again, we're going to be doing some airtime. So, you want to be sure and stick around for that. Rob Kelley and the zoo's on. Good morning. Genesis are playing. Yeah, you want to be sure to keep it right here. We're going to be doing some airtime. Another radio station app right here we'll be doing. Alright, good morning on the zoo, Rob Kelley. We're in there.
More capacity than you really need.
I don't feel so good.
Dell takes a different approach.
Well, how so?
Dell storage experts will evaluate your current system performance to help you choose the right solution. And the Dell Storage SE4020 cuts the cost of all flash storage to only $25,000.
I like the sound of that.
Plus, Dell doesn't make you do forklift upgrades for a new model every few years, and you can save as much as 89% of the software costs. Wow. And analysts looking at things like software licenses, support, and upgrades say the lifetime cost of Dell storage solutions is up to 50% less than that of EMC and NAS.
50% less? I need to lie down.
But before you do that, visit Dell.com/allflash and see how future-ready storage solutions can help you transform your business. The Dell Storage SE4020 All-Flash Storage Cell by Intel Data Constantly starts more than $25,000.
Thanks.
Amazing performance happens with Intel inside.
The radio home for CBS News in New York from drought to flood. A study on climate predicts WCBS 880. WCBS News Time 1052. New York City's pothole problem is costing the city big time. WCBS reporter Marla Diamond elaborates.
David Gruber of Greenwich Village says his neighborhood is riddled with that.
I'll go here, I'll go there. Look over here behind you. It's full of potholes. Look at this. It's full of potholes. It's been here for a long time.
Both he and his wife ended up in the ER this past winter. He's hoping the comptroller's data-driven approach to filling them helps.
This will give the agencies a kind of a directive as to where to go and how to fix things.
Comptroller Scott Stringer says in the past 6 years, the city has handled 12,000 pothole-related claims. The DOT says they filled 370,000 this year and are spending over $1 billion to resurface roads. In Greenwich Village, Marla Diamond, WCBS News Radio 880.
WCBS News Time 1053. Your arguments to support
Good morning on Zoo, YouTube.
with CBS Education. I'm Dr. Steve Houston. We're in the middle of a heated debate over whether high schools should rank juniors and seniors. So far, 2 arguments in favor. 4 more today. Number 3.
First day, Iowa State Fair.
Scholarships and tuition rates.
Live and speaker remote.
10 percentile of the class. High schools which don't rank take their students out of the game. 4th, maintaining ranking class provides a strong motivation to students to work hard and get good grades. It can help you move to superior achievement. 5th, Ranking provides the most objective way to pick the valedictorian and salutatorian. Sixth and final, there's a compromised position. The Latin honor system. Students are placed in one of 3 board categories based on rank: cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. Six confusing all views in support of ranking. Starting next time, we'll conclude powerful reasons why ranking class should be abolished. The news radio concluded. I'm Dr. Steve Cusick.
WCBS News Time 10:54 business time. I'm listening since I'm a little kid. I wake up to the station.
I can just get informed right before I get to work.
Information, news, and insight that gets me going in the morning.
Listen tomorrow morning to get the latest news on WCBS.
WCBS News Time 10:55 as we take a look at business on WCBS. First, the numbers from Bloomberg Business. Dow Industrials dropped 5.5 points to 17,746. NASDAQ Composite gained 17 to 5,129. The S&P 500 was up a fraction to 2109.
This is the Bloomberg Real Estate Report. I'm Denise Pellegrini. The share of seriously underwater homeowners, those who owe more on their mortgage than their property is worth, is on the decline. The Realty Track says that share dropped to a new low last quarter after peaking in the second quarter of 2012. But Darren Bloomquist, Vice President of Realty Track, says don't expect.
Good morning on the Zoo Robkelley with you. We'll be here till 10 at Iowa State Fair Day 1.
Pittsburgh and San Diego homeowners are faring the best. And that's your Bloomberg Real Estate Report. I'm Denise Pellegrini.
Business News 25 and 55 past every hour right here on WCBS News Radio. We have traffic and weather together coming up next and top story.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back shortly. Stand by. We're in a commercial break and we'll return to your favorite station very soon. Thanks for listening.
Good morning. We're in the middle of a break here on YouTube, WCBS.
Oh boy,
we're live at Iowa State Fair.
Have you living paycheck to paycheck? Are you making different payments from any quality further
Robkelley in the Zoo, checking in at 25 past the hour, first day of the Iowa State Fair.
WCBS News Time 10:58 traffic and weather together on the UTC bridge. Finding still have those problems with the overturned side trailer on westbound 78, right by Interstate 287, several lanes are blocked there. Going down Interstate 287 is supposed to be Bergen County, heavy traffic going up to New York State line. There's also construction northbound Garden State Parkway by E3 and eastbound 80 with repair work at Route 23 in Wayne, and eastbound 280 over the Stickle Bridge in Newark. And then at the George Washington Bridge, inbound lower level is closed. Everybody has to use the inbound upper level. At the Lincoln Tunnel, some work on the Helix each way. Holland Tunnel still 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of the city. Inbound is okay. Northbound on the New England Thruway, some repair work at Helen Parkway in the Bronx. Southbound FDR Drive, stop and go from the 20s down to Houston Street. A couple of lanes are out of service there with nighttime repairs.
Now, here's the latest from WCBS Weather Center.
Humid this evening, the shower, thunderstorm, and a few spots, otherwise turning partly cloudy and more comfortable tonight with areas with patchy fog. Those between 63 and 67 across the Hudson Valley, with up to 72 in Midtown. Staying hot tomorrow, but less humid than recent days with plenty of sunshine and a high near 90. I'm meteorologist Steve Travis in WCBS Weather Center.
And right now, Midtown, mostly cloudy, 77 degrees, 84% relative humidity. Winds west at 5 miles per hour, and pressure is rising. 2 knots. Traffic and weather for New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. We are News Radio, WCBS, New York. Thursday, July 30th, I'm Michael Schoen. Here's the latest from the WCBS Newsroom. 2 people are dead as the Legionnaire's disease outbreak in the Bronx approaches 50 cases. An MTA train operator is charged in the hit-and-run death of a Queens jeweler. Murder charges against an 18-year-old Brooklyn woman found with a dead newborn while being suspected of shoplifting at a Manhattan Victoria's Secret 2 years ago. Former University of Cincinnati police officer Ray Tenzing is released on $1 million bond after pleading not guilty to charges he murdered an unarmed black motorist during a traffic stop. Sports Yanks in Texas 6-6 in the 8th. Mets endured 2 rain delays and an 8-7 loss to San Diego. WCBS News Time, 11 o'clock. CBS News, I'm Joe Whitney.
And I'm Rob Kelley. Morning Zoo. Good morning. We're live at Iowa State Fair. First day of it, and it's freakery mode.
KFBK reports.
Californians have reduced their water use by 27% in June, beating the state-mandated mark during a crucial first month of summer. State Water Resources Control Board Sheriff Felicia Marcus hesitated when it came to celebrating.
It's not just that we're in the drought. We're in the drought of our lives.
The results followed a strong May in which Californians reduced consumption by 29%. In contrast, conservation hit just 14% in April and 4% in March. These new June figures show the new motto, Go Golden Brown, seen on long across the state detergent. Caitlin Lewis for CBS News, Sacramento.
Authorities in Portland, Oregon have ended a protest that delayed the departure of a ship needed by Royal Dutch Shell to start drilling for oil in the Arctic. 13 members of Greenpeace had rappelled from a bridge over the Willamette River to block the ship's path. Fire Department spokesman Rich Tyler says they've all been removed.
The way we were able to assist the protesters getting off the bridge was to set up our own rope system that crossed the bridge, hence the reason why we needed the bridge shut down.
The ship, an icebreaker carrying emergency equipment, is now on its way. Shell isn't allowed to start drilling until it arrives, and drilling can only continue until October when the sea ice starts to form. The Holmes trial has entered a new phase. I'm Lee Frank in Centennial, Colorado. Jurors have begun deliberating mitigating factors in the possible death penalty trial of movie theater killer of 12, James Holmes. His lawyer says mental illness caused the heartbreaking tragedy and that the appropriate punishment is life in prison. The prosecutor seeking the death penalty argued Holmes had the capacity to make decisions. After a few hours, the jurors went home. They'll return on Monday. In Cincinnati, the fired campus cop charged with murdering an unarmed motorist during a traffic stop pleaded not guilty at his arraignment today. Within hours, correspondent Dean Reynolds reports he was out of jail.
Ray Tenzing, a police officer for the University of Cincinnati Police Force, posted bond late this evening around 6:35 Eastern Time and was released from the Hamilton County Justice Center. It was a $1 million bond, and he had to post 10% or $100,000.
2 university police officers who were at the scene of the shooting and corroborated Tenzing's version of events have been placed on administrative leave. We don't know yet if investigators have a physical link to the missing Malaysian Airlines plane. Correspondent Jeff Begase is following the story.
The debris that was found off the eastern.
All right, good morning. We're in the middle of the news right now on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, watching on the Morning Zoo.
This piece belonged to MH370 that has been missing for about 17 months.
The Dow slipped 5 points today, closing at 17,745. The Nasdaq gained 17. This is CBS News.
Good morning on the Zoo. I'm Rob Kelley.
Graduating college, time for a new car. Whoop, whoop.
That's great news. Congrats. A new 2015 Civic is a perfect post-college ride, and you can get a great deal on one now.